Hello, this is Lisa Oliver here, and thanks very much for taking the time to look at this video. As you can see, I'm sitting here with Daniel Wagner, who I'm sure you'll know if you're involved in any way, shape or form with the world of online marketing. Daniel has very kindly agreed to sit down and have a little chat with me today about internet marketing, and I think we'll just see how the conversation unfolds. So firstly, thanks very much for inviting me into your home and having a chat with me.
It's a real pleasure.
And for making me my favourite sweetener for tea. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
I just wanted to talk to you about internet marketing. Obviously, I've been involved in it for about a year now. And when you start out, you think that it's going to be really, really easy. And there's people out there that say that it's going to be easy. And the reality is that it's not. And there are people out there who literally give up full-time jobs on the basis that they're going to make quite a lot of money in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Please give me your take on this.
Okay, I want to say a few things. First of all, there is definitely a problem in the perception of how easy it's going to be. Internet marketing is not different to any other business, but it uses two distinct factors that make it a little bit easier, but we still need to learn business skills. So most people who start into marketing come from a job mentality. They're in full-time employment, or they're in part-time employment, or they've tried opportunities, but they have actually never learned business skills. Now, internet marketing is actually not a business in itself. All it is marketing using the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is only part of business, correct? Marketing is only part of business. You do marketing, but you also need to sell something. And that's when a lot of things fall down for people. So they want to learn internet marketing and they think it's a discipline by itself. It's not a business. It is just marketing with the amazing advantage of being able to use the internet. Instead of using yellow pages ads or leaflet drops or having cold callers on the phone, we can leverage the internet, which means we have worldwide reach. We got massive scalability, massive leverage, automation, software, and it's very cheap to set up. And I don't mean it costs you nothing. That's another misperception. People think they can come into this with no investment, time or money investment. Now, it is cheap compared to setting up a shop, proper shop. Yeah. So let's say you go to the high street and you want to open up a coffee shop. It will set you back 60, 70, 80 grand before you open doors, and then you have to have staff and so on and so on. Compare that to the marketing business, then yes, it's cheap to do. But there is a real problem in our industry that people are literally presented with the view, you press a button, you buy my software and you make money. And there are two aspects that I really find tricky. And that's how I fell into internet marketing, by the way, because I was swayed by the idea of it's also going to be easy. But it takes years. Yeah. But the main difference between failing and succeeding is learning real business skills. So learning marketing is great, but you need to then connect the right product or service, which is what you sell, with the right message using internet marketing. So internet marketing is great. You can learn social media marketing and video marketing, but the question you always need to ask yourself, what is it I'm actually selling? What am I actually offering? And then your marketing will be that magic ingredient that brings your valuable product or service to a target audience looking for solutions, looking for answers, and looking to better their life. It's all about bettering people's lives.
So do you think the reason why the failure rate is so high is because they have unrealistic expectations, lack of business skills, and no product, or a product that's not right for the market?
Yes. I totally, you summed it up, Lisa. It's literally the worst thing is expectation management. And you will have heard me and Stu in the last year repeatedly say, this is not easy, this will take long, because we want to
manage people's expectations.
You mentioned earlier in our conversation before the interview, there's a person you know who hit it really hard for 90 days. He didn't have the results, he got disappointed, and guess what? He looked for another easier thing. And that's not how it works. There is no, I always repeat that actually, but on this video it might be the first time I say it. There is no skill worth learning you can learn overnight. Not a single one. Earlier you played a beautiful piece of piano on my piano over there, yeah?
Oh, I didn't realise you were going to mention that. But
it was very impressive. But you didn't learn it overnight, correct?
No, it took years.
And it took you years, yeah? So And I think people have to understand that. Why would internet marketing be different? You know, I play the guitar. It took me 15 years to play it to the level I can play it. And yes, the irony is that everything that you master to a degree looks easy. Yeah. So you sat down. There was some sheet music. I can't read music. Yeah. Sheet music there. You just played. I looked at it. I couldn't understand the language. Correct. The notes meant nothing to me. Yes, it appeared easy. And you can say to me, I can teach you it overnight. Now I know better because it's music. But if you told me internet marketing, somehow people get this illusion. Maybe it's possible.
It's the money. It's the money.
It's not. It is not possible. Okay. Yeah. It is just an industry that has managed to with smoke and mirrors and with some magical stories to pull it out. But you should be aware. It takes time. You need to learn the skill, and this is why I'm so passionate about the Six-Figure Mentors, because I believe we put an education platform together that is realistic and teaches people marketing, business skills, and mindset. Now, you said 3 things, yeah?
Yeah.
You said expectation
unrealistic
management?
Expectations, lack of business skills, and then not really deciding on a product.
Yeah, product. Yeah.
That fits the demand.
So the business skills is the second thing. The third thing is surely the product, yeah? And I've been teaching internet marketing for 6 years now, 5 years in courses. And many times people just have a really terrible product, yeah? If you watch Dragon's Den, you know, sometimes you just see some guy with some widget which everyone can tell it's not going to sell. It's got no margin, you know, anyone can copy it. There's no uniqueness to the product. That's what I mean about basic understanding of marketing and business. Once you have got a product or service, leveraging it out to the world. I mean, we got clients all over the world. And while we speak, some of my videos will be playing somewhere. Some of my sales pages will be selling something.
Yeah.
There is an automation to that, which is just sweet and it's low cost and it's just great to do.
Okay, here's $1 million question. What are your methods of finding a great niche that will meet, that will supply
Excellent
a great
question.
demand?
There are 2 parts to that question. You don't need your own product, but you need a product. You need to sell something. It could be a product or service, so it doesn't have to be a physical product. A membership site that offers information
something
is
that
a
fulfills
product,
a
correct?
need.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, that's maybe the biggest thing, and I come to niche in a second. So the gurus are right in one way, that you don't need your own product. You can affiliate to somebody's product. For example, again, the Six-Figure Mentors allow you to resell our products and get a commission cut, the affiliate marketing model.
Yeah.
And that works fine, but if you really want to be in control, you will sooner or later have your own products. And that's something I would say is lower down the line or later in the game. You need to learn that, and it's not as hard as it looks. Creating products, DVD products, or home study courses. I'm doing one in property actually right now, an auction product with one of the best guys in the industry. We're doing a 6-week webinar course. He provides all the content. We're doing it live. People pay to be on the webinar series, but of course we productize everything we do. So at the end of the 6 weeks, we're going to have a home study course. It's going to be a folder with transcripts, and that's going to make us thousands and thousands and maybe hundreds of thousands of pounds this year alone. Power of the internet.
Yeah.
But super product that people really want to learn about, but delivered automatically through a membership site, through a home study course, through a fulfillment house, traffic being driven through joint venture partners, through SEO, through video marketing. So once it's set up, you can let it run.
Yeah.
And that's the magic that people are looking for. But once this is done, you can let it run. You can't let it run. What do you want to let run to get started with? Yeah. So this is part 1. You need a product, but it doesn't have to be your own necessarily. Secondly, which niche to go in. There are just four core markets that actually drive most of the industry. The first one is money. How to earn money, how to make more money, how to get out of debt, how to preserve wealth, how to invest your wealth, and how to build long-term wealth strategies. So this is all about money. And internet marketing falls into that industry. People are looking for make money online. How can I better my life with additional income, moms from home? All this is the money industry. The second massive driving market is relationship markets. That's all to do with finding purpose in relationships, finding a partner, staying with a partner, including resolving or dissolving relationships, like all the divorce advice. So that's all the relationship bit. And I would even include the pet market into that. because that's part of relationships, really. I know it sounds strange, but I think that's what it is. The third market is health. People, again, and if you look at it, all of these have a strong A to B. I'm in A now, in a position I don't want to be, I want to change. I'm poor, I want to be rich, yeah? Or I want to rich, I want to keep my wealth. Or I'm broke, how can I get out of debt, yeah? So the health relationship, I'm lonely, I want to have togetherness. Or, you know, I'm heartbroken, I want to heal. Then we have the health market. I'm sick, I want to be healthy. I'm healthy, I want to retain my health. I'm fit, I want to get even fitter. I want to lose weight, okay? That's to do with the health market. Massive, massive market. The fourth market is salvation, I call it generally. It's like the spiritual market, it's the esoterical market. And again, we want to go from damnation to salvation, we want to go to purpose. Yeah? So all of these markets got a very strong A to B. And what I love about those markets and niches, and when you choose a niche, you've got to make sure you have that, it has a deep funnel. So if you've never heard that before, a deep funnel means people can spend money on it forever because there is no end goal. If you, for example, have a problem like you got moles in your garden, yeah, then you buy a product, how to get rid of moles in your garden, then the moles are gone, product is done.
Yeah.
So you made a one-time purchase, but that's it. But if you, that's not great, okay? So I wouldn't go in a niche where I can solve a problem and it's done. Teenage acne, yeah, it's not a great funnel because once the teenage acne is over, the market's finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can either look at relating products, moving them across funnels, yeah, moving them in and moving them wide, as we say, or you look at the eternal markets. You can never have enough money, you can never be healthy enough, you can never be holy enough, you can never be healthy, happy enough. Yeah?
Yeah.
So all these markets are eternal, and that's what I like about it, because you better yourself all the time, and that's why I am in the market of wealth education, because it has a direct impact on the relationships, on the health, and on the salvation aspect of things. I'm in a market I call spiritual entrepreneurialism. So I believe strongly that you can have a balanced, beautiful life and be wealthy. The enlightened millionaire concept.
So once you've found your product, your niche, what's your, in your opinion, your greatest traffic secret that you might want to share with people watching this video?
Okay, for me it's very obvious. It is joint venture traffic. But it depends on your profile or your personality. We talked about wealth profiles earlier, wealth dynamics. Now I'm a star creator, a very strong profile in that respect, and I find it very easy to connect with people. So my easiest traffic source has always been like-minded or peers of mine, or even slightly higher gurus that I aspire to hang out with, and just email each other's lists. Now that's not very helpful if you get started, but this has always been my most successful traffic source, no doubt. I'll tell you why straight away. One of the best things to do is leverage other people's trust. So you build your own list, Lisa, you communicate very well with them, they know you, like you, trust you. So if you can endorse me, I can leverage your trust that you've built for years. That's so superior to having video marketing traffic or PPC traffic from Google or Facebook traffic or anything like that, because it's your endorsement that makes people buy. So I leverage your trust. And I've done it successfully. I mean, I would do a short video like this, and so let's say I wanna sell a product to your list. Yeah, that would be a perfect setup. So in that interview, people will watch it because they know you. Now they know that we hang out. Now they trust me. So if you say at the end of this, and by the way, check out Daniel's new course, it's absolutely awesome, I vouch for it. It's going to be quite easy, okay, to move them across. I will then make a special bonus package just for your guys. So they think it's special. They then get extra value because we have a relationship. That is a win-win-win. Yeah. So that's my favorite traffic strategy.
So you've got to have built your profile and your personal brand and your list, obviously, before you're in a position to be able to
I believe
do
so.
those.
I mean, you can do, there is the undercover secret existence as well, but I found it's easier actually to build a personal brand. And these days, again, we've got a little bloggy camera and a little tripod here. It's very easy. The setup isn't complicated. We don't have Steven Spielberg and Lucasfilm out here, and we can create good quality video, and through video people connect. They can see the real people, and what I think people do wrong is they look too much at the first sale. They don't look at the lifetime customer value. People who work with me, work with me for years. Some of my clients have been with me for 4 years, 5 years. And as I grow, they grow with me. It's because I always aim to over-deliver. Yeah, sometimes I might not over-deliver the way people expect, but I believe I always over-deliver. I always want to make sure what I promise I fulfill, and that actually is a long-term strategy that is great to do, and that only works with personal brand. If you're an undercover guy, no one knows who you are, Mr. X, you won't have that relationship with people. Yeah, so I would urge you, if you can, to build a personal brand and build that relationship.
Lead generation, I know that a lot of newbies out there who will be watching this video find it very difficult. So if you've got any tips on lead generation, I'd love you to share.
Lead generation, list building, traffic, in the end they're all the same part. One strategy I find very, very powerful for lead generation is the webinar strategy. I love webinars. Why? Because you can have multimedia interaction with people. It is auditory, it's visual, and it's also kinesthetic, because you can interact with people. You can say, fill in this form or click the poll. You can also have back and forth conversations. One of the restrictions in internet marketing is that you have normally one-way communication. Yeah, compared to a sales environment where we can gauge each other's progress. Yeah. The video sales letter doesn't allow you to do that. So webinars allow to do that. But why am I mentioning webinars here as a list building strategy and lead generation? Because it's all about getting that first lead, that people who give you their name and email address. With a webinar, it's kind of it's almost undercover. You don't actually know that you're opting into a list, correct? You just think, wow, webinar, great content, great value. But I've built massive lists through the power of webinars. So I can recommend for a newbie to set up a webinar with a guru, or with somebody who's got a list, volunteer to set that webinar up, and you can generate leads that way. You can literally, so let's say you say to me, Daniel, I want to do a webinar with you, and I send my list to that webinar. Everyone who registered for your webinar will be on your list. Yeah. Very, very easy lead generation strategy. They were highly qualified, because if somebody says they want to listen to you and me talking about topic X, they're highly qualified. Yeah. Then you have the list. Then the people who turn up, great sales prospects. The ones who don't turn up, still on your list. Yeah, that's a list building strategy, and the lead gen strategy, I think, is very powerful.
What can we expect from Daniel Wagner in the near future?
My focus really for 2011 is to make the Six Figure Mentors the premier, the Americans say premier, premier, and the best community for internet marketers and marketers and business people in the UK. I want to make sure we create a pool, a safe place where people can learn marketing, learn business skills, help each other, but also be able to promote products. Everything we touched on earlier. What I want the SFM to be, the Six Figure Mentors, so you can join a community you can trust, you get the right education to long-term or mid-term, 3-4 years maybe, or a year, change your life, change your income, change your outlook, and doing that by offering products. And if you're listening carefully, I try to summarize everything we talked about in the right niche.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, right? So doing that by building your own personal brand, creating using the same attraction marketing techniques we use, being able to offer products that work in a niche that is one of the core niches, which is about self-development and making money online. And all this together, I think, is worth dedicating my time to, because one of the things I'm really aware of is that we all have just 24 hours, and I try to appreciate every day, and every person who spends time with me, I appreciate it, because there's so many choices you could have made. Yeah? And you said, wow, thanks for taking the time. Thanks for taking your time, because you've got the same as me, 24 hours a day. So if I urge anyone out there to just really carefully look at what you're spending your time on, and make sure that the goals you pursue are worth sacrificing your time for. Because many people, I believe, are chasing a dream that's not worth chasing. Because happiness does not lie in the big house. It doesn't lie in the £1 million bank balance. It really lies in the quality of relationships, and the quality of people you can attract around you, and integrity. You know, there is people who make money out there, and they can't do it anymore because they feel something doesn't work. Yeah. So, in summary, that's really it. Yeah, that's what you can expect from me. Dedicating my time, my vision, my spirituality, my inspiration to helping people, changing their lives to the better.
Yeah, brilliant. That's great.
That's something again I wanna say to people. If you're listening today, it is a journey. I've written a book recently called My Journey and the Machine, and as I wrote the book, I understood and realized a lot about myself. So I would recommend it. Do you write journals, or you write?
No, but having attended the SFM Momentum Day, where it was a recommendation, I have been doing it since then.
Really?
Just a few lines, nothing, you know, just so
really,
I can...
5 lines is fine. Just in the end of the day, just a couple of what have you done today. It helped me tremendously writing the book. I first of all, I think I'm less hard on myself since I wrote the book, because I understood how difficult the journey was, how the aspiration and the inspiration that you have, and bringing that into reality can be years, because you have to change as a person. Jim Rohn, one of my biggest inspirational gurus, he says, goals are worth achieving not for the goal or the outcome, but for the person you have to become to achieve it. Yeah, the person you have to become, and becoming a different person, changing those deep ingrained habits, cultural conditionings from Austria, from the Western world, from being a man, being against education. All this takes really years to iron out. And all successful people are going through self-development. You know, you cannot be broke and be a millionaire the next day and be the same person. I had to change every habit.
Yeah. From
being a broke, blaming, justifying guy in his end 30s to being a wealthy, independent, free guy in his mid 40s. That was a serious journey. And it was not overnight. Like, I couldn't play the piano overnight. You cannot make those important things overnight.
Yeah. Daniel, thank you so much for sitting down
welcome.
with me. It's been an education and inspiration as always, and as I said to you last week, I could just sit down and listen to you all day.
Excellent.
So if the interview went on a bit, I'm not sure how long it did, and huge apologies, but I'm sure you all got value out of it, whoever is watching this. And thank you very much, and see you all soon.
All the best.